Happy Sunday. I've been gone for like 2 weeks now. It drives me nuts.
Sunday fun day. Back again, boys.
With my two favorite people. Well, sometimes. No, that's a lie.
Cheers. Cheers, my guys.
Very nice. It's very nice.
Silver bullet.
Cheers to your sobriety, Paul.
Thanks, bud.
Yeah, 9 years?
9 years. That's right.
9 years.
9
Yeah.
years, congratulations, man.
On the 18th, I celebrated 9 years sobriety.
That's amazing.
In Iceland.
So, that is awesome. And you deserve every minute of that. That's got to be the hardest thing that anybody ever has to do. Go from where you were to where you've been. So that's awesome.
Going from a lot of cocaine and a lot of alcohol to zero.
I was going to leave that out of there, but power to you. You did a great job.
So a little thing that when I was in rehab, I was there for 38 days, and normally that's out of your system pretty quickly. For 2 weeks, I had it in my system. They actually thought I was bringing it in.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
So I don't know if you want to go into this, kind of like off topic and off our brand, and I don't know why I've never thought to ask you this, but what do you think was harder to quit, the cocaine or the alcohol?
It goes hand in hand with me. So
yeah.
if I'm drinking alcohol, I was doing, I had it with me, and it wouldn't be if I'm not saying that there was nights that I just drank, or there was nights that I just did cocaine, but it was no matter what, it's hand in hand. And like, I literally stopped everything. Like, so like goggling, like with Listerine that has alcohol in it, I don't do anything. Like, that's it. I don't even do that. So there's things that, I stay away from, the whole, when I first came back, I didn't go to ATM machines. I went to the bank to get the money out, because the sound of the money coming out, it was just like something that, like, I was like, all right, I need to go to Queens. I need to go to the Bronx.
Traitor.
Yeah.
So, cheers to your sobriety. Congratulations.
Yeah, next week I get my coin. Like, the anniversaries at the meeting, so I'll get my 9-year coin.
We're proud of you, and I'm sure your wife's proud of you. Your family's proud of you. You've done great. And, enjoy the cup of Joe that you're drinking.
Yeah.
I love coffee. I think if I had to pick a beer or coffee, I would definitely pick coffee. I'm speaking for myself, not for everyone in the room.
Yeah.
You stop and get a double. I stop and get a 24-pack. Same thing.
Each to their own. That's it. How's your week's been? Since it's been 2 weeks, we haven't talked, we haven't shot the shit, and we haven't done a show.
Shit, I've been on the road the whole time. I've been gone prepping to go overseas and stuff, and getting the medical checks and everything done. And then I had drill this weekend. So
how long does it take for you guys to prep to go overseas? Like, now you're going to be gone for a year?
Yep, I'll be gone. I'll be in country. Well, so they call it mobilization. So you have mobilization, which is usually 15 to 30 days. And then you have, your deployment for usually 10 months. And then you have 15 to 30 days on the back end of what they call demobilization. So you go through and get a medical check on the back end, and then see if there's anything hurt, if you got to stay on orders, get it fixed, whatever.
And your knee is not going to be affected by this?
Still don't know yet. When the 27th, I think is Wednesday, is my appointment for my knee at 8:00. So the kneecap being broken is not a thing, but the MRI, depending. So I've got a few months to get it rectified. I got more than 6 months before I actually ship. Right. So I'll be okay.
Not that I don't love you, but let's show some love to the people in the chats. And Jared, you get the names just fundamentally right. Us Canadian have that weird accent that you guys pick on. So
KG.
E there, small town. Yeah. Oh, Python Prince. Yeah. He likes to do the helicopter.
Oh, all right.
HJ Serpents, what's up? My boy, the real Gerald, Ford Motion. The American version. Jen Kate, Cigar City, what's up? Sky High, the guys that can't get my fucking name right. Hello. Inked Lady, our special guest for this evening.
Roan Cat.
James Perry. Stan.
Lee.
What's up, Stan? The wife of Gerald. Crystal. Emily Schultz from SR Exotics. Thanks for showing up. Arvin, Game of Odds. I like that name. That's pretty cool. Reagan Renee, Royal Path. Last guest.
He had quite some views on
Reagan Renee, Royal
Lenny.
Path.
What's up, Lenny?
Lenny, what's going on, brother?
Thank you. We stopped.
Will's hella heat. What up, Will?
So no, Will. I'm not doing any lines at the expo.
Bomb Projects, what's going on?
Big G.
And
That seems like it's it.
That's it. So we've never taken a sponsor, and we still don't have a sponsor. But I want to give a shout out to, and this is all on me. You guys can get mad at me later. Matt Hatter's Designery. They've been designing and doing all of our hats. And as you can tell, I've been wearing, like, I think a different one every goddamn week. I'm giving them a shout out. If you guys need hats, Canada and or US, check them out. They are on Instagram at Matt Hatter's Designery. And they do an amazing job and will ship them out to you at a reasonable cost that you can bring them to all your expos. And or if you just want to give them to your friends. I think I've given out more hats than I've ever sold, but you know what? It's awesome, and they've been wonderful. So,
did you get a hat, Paul?
Huh?
For me?
Did you get a hat, Paul?
Yeah, you got a hat.
I think I got a powder blue hat. Did I get a powder blue?
You got a shirt, a sweatshirt, actually, specially sized for you and your big bone body.
To the one guy that it's 90 fucking degrees almost all year.
I'll send you out a goddamn hat. That's it. You know what?
Send them your used thong, bud.
Deadpool ones, the ones I got done for Deadpool. I'm sending you that out. I will spend the $20 in shipping to ship it out to your American ass.
Chris says, well, you never know, Chris.
I didn't
say anything about a sponsor. I just said that they're not sponsoring us, but they give us good swag, and I want to promote good people.
Oh,
that's what it's about, Gerald. I don't want you to take anything Paul or anything Chris says as hate. That's what it's about. You did a great job. You're doing a great thing, and it's love, and I appreciate it.
Yeah. I love you guys, even though you guys pick on me. Like, I am the punching bag of the group, and you know what? I'm probably the one that can take the most of it, so I'll take it. As the Canadian punching bag, I'll take it.
I can't wait to see you.
and then you're gonna see if I could actually be a punching bag.
No. That's gonna be.
I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, in 2 weeks.
That trip is gonna be fun.
We're gonna see you guys, and next week we have Shane. Shane's on.
Shane is on. Yes.
Yeah, to close off the year one of
season one in the books.
Yeah. We're gonna have double seasons now. We're gonna be like Gerald.
Oh, Gerald.
Yeah, Gerald with a J instead of a G. It's wrong.
Canadian punching bag. Was that your stage name?
No, Cruz. But listen, helicopters later. Anyways, we have an amazing amazing crew coming on. Inked Lady Morphs, they're fantastic. Cat and Row, they've done some amazing reels, and they've been putting out some funny stuff. Except for last month, they've been lazy. They'll get into that. I'm just calling it laziness. So let me just show you a quick one that I recorded and had my wife babysit me and put on. But hold on.
I really want to get him.
I don't know. I think we have enough right now.
This girl is the nastiest skank bitch I've ever met. Do not trust her.
So sorry, I did a terrible job screen recording it, but I'm still like, the fact that I can even run a phone is like almost incredible. Nobody has to ever worry about me stealing from them through a computer because I can't turn the damn thing on. But we were watching a bunch of them leading up to the show, and I'm like, this one's hilarious. And my wife and daughter both have watched Mean Girls and everything else, and so I'm like, this one's hilarious. It's funny, but like they have so many of them. I gotta ask them. I think one of them, it looks like they've got a leaf blower in the house because you can literally see the cheeks kind of blowing back, and yeah, I gotta ask them. But we're gonna have them on. They're funny, and I think they're gonna give the people for the 15 minutes of lame a run for their money as long as they start actually working again.
I'm sure everybody's going to be doing just double time when it comes to that.
Yeah, within the last 6 weeks. Come on, guys, 6 weeks. Anything else that you guys want to add before we bring on the lovely pair?
You good, Jared? Jared, you all right? Yeah, ready?
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, Snakes in the Batman proudly brings to you its new breeder segment, 15 Minutes of Lame!
Boom!
Hey, what's going on, guys?
Oh, welcome.
That Mean Girls one, oh my god, I almost forgot we even did that. I was just telling her, I'm like, we gotta get that photo reprinted because we had to take that out of a frame just to cut it for it and everything.
That was it was funny. Right? Like I'm watching it and I'm like, this is some good stuff. And like, so where do you come up with half your ideas?
So, so most of the time, like I'm always just scrolling and seeing like current trends and stuff, or I'll be like watching a movie like that real idea. I was watching Mean Girls and I'm like, how funny would it be if like we just do something like that? So I don't know, I just try to follow like current trends or audios I like, and then I'll just give her an idea and I'm like, we should make it and somehow make it snake related. And so far it's been working, and we're gonna get back on it after this 1 month delay.
Yeah, she comes in with a full script and she's like, okay, I'm gonna need you to say these lines, and she's got it like in a notepad in her phone.
I'll write
like,
full scripts. It's
full scripts ideas, and she'll have like a whole notepad of just
my
so
notepad looks nuts. It just keeps going and going. I'll even check off ones that we already did, and there's so much fun.
So how many takes?
Okay, so we actually put together a blooper reel. We didn't post it, but it's a lot of takes. It's a lot of takes.
It's mostly because I'm too dry and I don't know how to act, so everything sounds really bitchy when I say it. And she's like, you have to sound excited and optimistic. I'm like, but I'm not optimistic.
There was one really funny one where we did the jigsaw, and it was like when you can't bring your credit card to a Reptile show, and we had like sweat. So when it was time for her to film hers, I was just like holding a bottle of water over her head, and she's like getting waterboarded, and I'm like, I'm so sorry. So that's in a blooper. It's just so funny. We love doing it.
The one with all the air. Like it looks like you have a leaf blower in your house.
It was a leaf blower, yeah.
And I was like at the weirdest angle, leaf blowing, but I couldn't find the happy medium, so I just randomly blast her, and she's like, too much. It was like because it was an electric one, so it just was, you had no control over it. And I was trying to hold the camera and hold the big whole leaf blower. It was hard. ridiculous. And so
Listen, you guys are making this really hard for me. I'm going to need you guys to quit leaving it so wide open, blasting her in the face. It was really hard. I'm dry. I mean, come on. You guys are going to have to quit making it easy. I'm trying to behave myself.
This is going to be short-lived. He's got one more drink in him before the strings are cut.
Before he opens his mouth. Yep.
That leaf blower one was hilarious.
That was
she was
so-
like in the corner, just like trying.
my parents were visiting. It was like the first couple days they were here, and they probably like went to bed, and then they just hear like a leaf blower inside our house, and no one asked any questions either.
What is going on?
Charlie.
Yes,
anybody
Gerald,
needs some-
I am getting ready for Halloween, by the way. We decorate
Charlie?
early here.
Yes, Charlie. If anybody needs shed testing, Charlie's the guy.
Have you used
Um,
Charlie? Have you used Charlie yet?
We have. He actually has one of our sheds
Yeah.
right now. He's going to do a full panel on. Hopefully, he solves the mystery.
Yeah.
with one of these clutches over here.
So Charlie, if you can do that shed test and give us the results on this, that would be great.
Oh my God, no, well, it might not be. It might not be good.
Might see us running off crying. I don't know. We'll see.
So I guess the FU turned into thumbs up, huh? Because it ended. Yeah. Good.
Good.
What
We've
else?
got 3 or 4 to send off this week too.
So you got your ideas from. I find it easier if you don't have a. So I'm terrible at recording content, like absolutely horrendous. I find it easier doing reaction to someone else's stuff. So as I said, I did an awful job promoting this.
So did we. It's okay.
I fully admit that. I own it. I take it. I know I said to you, I say, if you got any ideas, like hit me up. And I know you guys were busy. So like last minute, like in true Lamest Chat fashion, I hit you guys up. I kind of gave you an idea. And I said, yell at me, scream at me, do what you got to do and send me the content and we'll record it. So I find reaction videos a little bit easier. It's very loose script. So that way you can not have to say specific lines, but you can kind of get your point across. I find those ones easier for someone as inept as myself.
And it was hilarious. It was a great idea, and it came out freaking awesome.
Yeah.
Well, when you got somebody that'll yell at me and talk to me the way you guys did,
It's very
and-
easy.
and then
Like what you said when you were like, "You can be mean. I can take it." I kept saying, "Like you said, we can." So that's just
And I
100%.
anything was that mean. It was just, and honestly, a lot of those are just my dry responses.
Yeah.
As we were talking through, she's like, "What could we say here?" I'm like, "I don't know. Say it was promoted like the WNBA." And
I
she's
died. I
Like,
died.
she's like, "Where did you come up with
That
that?"
was funny.
I don't know.
I think I almost put on the screen. My new name is VIP Morphs / General Admission.
Oh. Why didn't you do that?
I figured if people haven't watched the video, which I probably should have recorded and put on here as well.
Should
See, this is. I need a producer.
I will.
What are you talking about? Crystal's in your background all the time, helping you out.
Yeah,
She practically is your producer. She does everything. And your cameraman. I mean, she probably went to the store and got your Cheerios.
No, I went to the cupboard and grabbed my Cheerios. Thank you very
Got
much.
from the store.
And the videos you made when you were on 15 minutes were freaking awesome too.
Like
Hilarious.
we come up with ideas similar to yourself. You're watching something, you have an idea. Okay, how are we going to do this? And we did it. Some of them are easy, some of them are not. Some of them you got to think outside the box.
And you run out of ideas.
Getting blown in the face with a might be a little. That's definitely thinking outside the box. But your reels are hilarious. Getting back on brand. How many animals do you guys have now?
I would say we haven't did a full count, but I would say
Who
somewhere between
wants to
60
put a
and 70.
number? No one puts a number on it,
I say
I
60 or
would,
70.
I would say it's around 60 to 70 sounds accurate with like hatchlings and whatnot.
so it's grown since, and that's only since 15 minutes of lame. It's grown, so that's impressive.
Well, we have hatchlings now, but we try to kind of stay on the smaller end anyway. Once our like new reptile facility is done, then we can really expand. But we were just kind of staying on the smaller end, just to.
By the way, painful to watch you drywall as a drywaller.
It's painful doing it. It's
so we should fly you down next time.
Do some drywall.
Horrible.
I'm watching that. And I'm like, this is cringeworthy.
Yeah.
I'm like you're a psycho lesbian. I don't know what I'm doing.
At least you have drywall, right? Thanks, Crystal, for pointing that out. I got no drywall. Don't worry.
It is there.
I actually have to finish the mudding on it because I've been like kind of putting it to the side this week. So,
but we're gonna ask my dad for help because they live down here now. So, someone who knows what they're doing, maybe.
Yeah.
So your parents moved down now?
Yeah, they moved down about 6 weeks ago, but they were at our house for about a month waiting for their house to kind of be worked on. So that's kind of what started the delay with the reels and the creativity damper. It was just busy.
There was a lot of chaos in the house.
It was busy. It was chaotic.
So since you guys started, or since you were on the 15 Minutes of Lame, have you guys seen any growth in your Instagram or your social medias and stuff with,
I think so.
With the competition?
There's definitely a lot more interaction, especially with everyone in the competition. Like, I feel like we've gotten a lot closer with everybody in it. So that's been really awesome.
It's been an awesome response. We're excited about it.
Yeah. It's really good. We all three noticed this, like when we started our competition, was you really get into the community a little more. And I don't know if you guys have seen that, but like people that you have either seen and didn't really interact with or whatever, now you guys are interacting and talking and bantering and joking and building those friendships and relationships that, in my opinion, really help grow your business for the future. So I don't know if you guys are seeing that same thing as new contestants this year.
No, we definitely see it. And we love talking to everybody. And like you said, it's been a really good time.
So who do you think is your biggest competition going in to this year's 15 Minutes of Lame so far? We still got a couple months.
I think Charlie is a big one. He produces some really great stuff. He's got a great collection, comes out with some really awesome creative reels. Like,
he digs deep on his reels.
He like found our address and like sent this for the one video he did, and I opened up I see the letter. I'm like, who the hell is this from? And why doesn't have a return address? And it's like this like ransom looking magazine. Like, this is so creative. so creative.
That's borderline creepy, the fact they didn't put it because it's a ransom note almost. and the fact that he didn't put a return address, like, borderline creepy.
He's like, do you check your spam? I was like, why is he asking me if I check my mail? So
That's funny though.
Look, coming from somebody that's been in the Army a long time, that is a telltale sign of an anthrax package.
I think Lenny is going to be a big one. His reels are hilarious. It's tough. There's a lot of great people.
Everybody is bringing some heat.
Yeah, that's just to name two. I feel like a lot of people. It's going to be a really good year and a lot of creative people in it.
I think it's going to be entertaining. So I think going into like the 6 weeks running up before the voting, I think the reels, everybody chirping on each other. I think it's going to get entertaining, maybe a little cutthroat.
We've got a couple ideas for some people every now and then. I'm like,
you have to.
Do this for them.
You have to.
Do that for them.
Writing down
You're going to have to be mean. You're going to have to be mean and make some people cry.
We had Troy in ours, and we picked on Troy hard. He took it like a champ, and he picked on us as well. But like ever since that, like again, those bonds that you create and those friendships that you make, like Troy has been amazing, and we chat all the time now. And like the biggest thing I can say to take from this is, those friendships, those allegiances with people, it's going to help you in the future. If you need anything, you can reach out to these people. And once you become part of the 15 Minutes of Lame crew, I think you can basically reach out to anybody who's ever been on and say, hey, I was in 15 Minutes of Lame. And it's almost like an in. So
if you
So,
guys
like-
if you guys win, what are you guys gonna do since it's only one belt? You're gonna take turns?
We'll just put it in our reptile room.
No,
We'll just be on
Right above.
display.
speaking of which, Paul, I'm glad you brought that up. How's that belt treating you?
Belt treating me? I don't have it yet.
Just saying.
Why, you have it?
No, it's supposed to be your belt. It's supposed to be your belt this year, and so far you haven't even seen the damn thing.
Listen, you don't understand, but it's going through the winners.
Kind of like Chris did.
oh my god.
So it's I think it's at Shane has it now,
Shane has it, yeah.
and then it'll be up and then I think it'll be up in Canada.
Yeah, it's coming to Canada. Are you taking it home with you?
No, I believe that it's after Shane it goes to Antoine.
So what you're saying is you're going to have it for less time than anyone, and then you're going to hand it over to the winner of 15 Minutes to Land.
If I hand it over, sure. yeah. Okay.
I'm playing devil's advocate. I'm asking questions.
All
I
right.
might not like the answers, but
And
Well,
that
yeah.
belt was cool.
It sounds like everyone's getting it a little bit, you know?
Yeah. That's exactly it. I mean, you got to share. I mean, there was winners before me. Do you see that thing in the corner? Where is it? Right there?
we're pointing.
Right there in the corner. See that? That's called a broom.
A room? Because I probably do.
All right. Enough. Stop.
Fucking sweep.
But anyway,
What's your biggest the reading pair you're most excited about this year?
We have a few. So I'm looking behind me at what we got.
So let's separate you two and say, okay, Ro, what's your favorite pair? Because
Alright, you go first.
So probably we did our Yellow Belly Sunset to our OD Gravel, and those hatched in like a week and a half. And I'm really hoping for some like highway het sunsets, but I think that's our most anticipated, at least mine. That's mine.
That's a big one. Yeah. Nervous to cut those ones.
Yeah. If we don't have highways, more shed test.
when are those? When is that? Those supposed to hatch?
They're supposed to hatch next Thursday.
Okay.
Yeah, 11 days or 12 days, I think. I'm counting down.
Who's counting?
Yeah.
I'll be expecting a reel from that.
Oh, we're actually gonna film a reel of I was just telling her about a few days ago. I want to kind of do like those POV. You know how like streamers they'll have like you see what they're doing in front of them, and then they have like their like own portrait right in the corner. That's how we're gonna have to film it. So that way I'm gonna edit it all together for real.
so that way, if it's really good, you'll see it. If it's not really good, you'll
Yup.
never see it.
Yep.
I'm gonna show it all. I'm gonna show off. If an ivory pops up in there, you guys are gonna see it.
I think it should be in IG Live.
Oh, that's dangerous because then it's like our live reactions. We can't like edit those.
What I do like about filming it beforehand though is that can be used as more content later on. So
Yeah.
it's you can film it, you can post that, or then later on after you film a bunch of clutches, we can do a thing at the end of the year when like our favorite clutches we hatched and compile like. So I feel like pre-recording it can really go a long way.
Thinking ahead.
So I'm basically genetically stupid. Well, no.
Medically stupid, yes.
You know what, Paul?
I'm sorry.
When you come to Canada, I'm gonna put you in a box somewhere and give you a puts in and say,
I believe
here.
it. I believe it. You got
there.
pigs. I got to stay away from your house. I get it.
But no, just naming things as you're cutting the eggs sometimes is really difficult. So, and some of it's not easy to see while it's still in the egg, and you're kind of like looking, and guys like Billy and Miguel and all that, they and Justin, they make it look easy.
They do.
And they're like yellow belly, asphalt, het clown, het pie, double. You listen to them, it's like you see all that. That's Great.
Yeah, and it's in an all-white tie.
I can tell if it's a pied or a clown in the egg, and maybe a few others, but I need to, kind of see it out of the egg and compare it to the other to really know. But I still think it would be fun because if we hatch a highway, we're gonna be able to see that right away.
Yeah.
So if it's being OD, gotta wait till they come out. But I think it'd be a fun thing to make.
But I think you're right on the whole recording it, being able to show people. You don't see het strobe. No, but it's a het. My wife's chirping me in the background. See, here's the problem with doing this shit live. You have not only these people giving you shit, you have people in the background giving you shit.
These people.
You know which people I'm talking about. There's no confusion.
What's going on, Ken? Oh, that's so nice.
Yeah.
Are you gonna? So your intent is to stay doing this as a hobby?
Absolutely.
Because you are an actual barber.
I am, yeah. I love it.
One of the traditional actual jobs like that. It doesn't get more traditional than a barber. I think of the old saloon, walking through the doors,
the hot shaves, the towels,
right?
Yeah.
They do have the spinning thing.
It's a lot of work. You only get money if you're there. It requires a lot of patience, always being able to learn, kind of like things that go into the ball pythons, like certain little treats like that. And I love it. I love my job in here. I love my job being a barber. It's really cool.
Mm-hmm. So I don't know what it's like where you guys are from, but I know in the state of Tennessee that you have to go to barber school and be a licensed barber. You can't actually go to what they call it the hairstylist school to do a straight razor shave. Is it the same way where you guys are?
So I got licensed in New Jersey, and that was only
Jersey.
Oh yeah. So I got licensed up there, and then when we moved to Savannah, I transferred all my stuff, and I'm a licensed barber in Georgia, but it's different a little bit. Like I can still do all the shaves and everything, but each license is a little bit different. You were allowed to have apprenticeships here, so you're taking on an apprentice as well.
Yeah, you can't have apprentices in Tennessee because I thought when I retired from the Army, that's what I wanted to do. But I don't want to go to school because it just takes so long. It takes so long to go to school. Like I've been cutting hair for guys in the Army for, 20 years. I'm not great at it. Like, you go to school and learn some stuff, but shit, I can do a high fade. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to, I'd rather apprentice than I would go to school.
No, absolutely.
Experience. But they don't do that in Tennessee.
The school teaches you how to be sanitary, teaches you how to pass. I learned everything from shadowing other barbers and doing it myself through trial and error on my friends, messing up their haircuts in my kitchen over and over until I got it right. That's where probably 90% of where I learned it from was
learning how to do a fade and an undercut. That's freaking hard. It's especially if you want to keep the high, they want to keep it long on top and then undercut. That's difficult to do.
Oh yeah.
So
barbers don't get enough appreciation.
Kat, how many haircuts has she screwed up for you?
For me? Oh, she won't cut my hair. She does my undercut, but that's it.
I told her I don't cut long hair. I'll do it. Strictly fades and beards. That's it.
There you go.
And she told me I can't have short hair either. So
I didn't say you can't have short. I told her, okay. I didn't tell her she can't have short hair, but I told her cowlicks are really bad.
She said my head is awful.
Your head's awful. Just keep your hair the way it is right now.
Yeah.
It has so many cowlicks in it. I told her if she ever did it short, it would just look like a chia pet. It would be crazy. I was just being honest.
You know what? Guys getting shit for how we talk to our ladies, and we they say, we don't know how to talk, that we say stuff that we should not say. It's not any better. I'm just saying.
No. But I'm honest though, if she cut it short and she was like, why is this sticking out like this? I'll be like, I told you, yeah, that cow looks crazy.
All right, so I'm gonna ask a hard question here. Since you guys have been in the hobby / industry, whatever the fuck you want to call it, what have you guys found that you absolutely despise about it?
I think we might have separate answers for this.
It's okay. You can each answer.
So for me, I think it's the jealousy part of it. I think that's, gatekeeping and like stuff like that. I mean, there is some like negativity in it. And I just think like if more people work together, I think that would be easier and stop being so jealous of one another. And, I feel like that's the worst part of it.
Yeah. All right, go ahead.
I honestly don't have anything that I hate about it. I could say the drama, but that'd be a lie because every time something new pops up, I'm like creeping on everything to be like, what's going on? I stay up and I watch. So I'm like, sometimes it's like a little annoying, but I'm still very invested. So there's honestly nothing I could say I actually hate about this industry at all.
So speaking of the drama, you guys are in Savannah. That's a little bit away from Atlanta, but not horrible. What do you guys think about what's going on with the Reptile show circuit in Atlanta right now? And what's your take on it?
We're actually going to be there at Bob's show because we're helping Courtney with Leviathan Bend. We're going to help her because Steven's going to be in Canada. So we'll be there, and I'm excited. We talked to Bob at Daytona. We're excited about it.
We're going to be able to see what it's like in the behind the scenes to set up for a show.
Yeah,
That's very
I
cool.
feel like that's a huge thing. So we plan on vending like our first like thing, like at more local, like a Grove Town or something. So I think it'll be a really cool opportunity when we get to help Courtney out and we get to see what it's like behind the scenes. And I think
it doesn't hurt to help a judge either. I'm just saying.
Maybe trying to persuade a vote,
Yeah, Paul knows about that.
Yeah.
It's nothing wrong with that. Do what you got to do.
I think Bob's going to put on an amazing show. If anyone's going to put on an absolute unit of a show, it would be Bob.
Yeah, Bob's great. Dude,
Bob's
man.
amazing.
I've known Bob for
the
since I've been in. Bought a couple snakes from him. He's fucking awesome, dude. Bob's great and full of information. Doesn't care to help anybody.
Oh yeah,
so he's going to do a great job.
We were talking about his display, and he's like, "Oh, you can order these lights on Amazon. I can send you the link." He's like, "Then you ordered this." It was so helpful because we were just looking at the setups to be like, "Oh, what do we need to do?" Because we want to look at vending the show in like November, like on our own, and just go out there and do it. And so he just answered all kinds of questions. So helpful, super nice guy. So I have high hopes for his show. I think it's going to be great.
When I first got started, I could text Bob whenever. And after I bought a snake from him, it was obviously more. But before then, I was just walking through and talking and stuff, and trying to learn the genetics. Back when people were, I don't know, I was still learning a lot, really quick, like drinking from a freaking fire hose. And he's like, "Yeah, just text me anytime, whatever." He's like, "Here's my number, text me." So I messaged him on Facebook Messenger one day, and I was like, "Hey man, I'm looking at buying a couple different genes because I'm looking to get into something new. What do you think about this, this, and this?" And he's like, no, maybe try this instead. It's going to give you the same effect, but it's more popular. It was advertised better. And I was like, fuck yeah, awesome. And a lot of people wouldn't do that. A lot of people are like, "Oh yeah, go get that. It's doing great in the industry. Yeah, you're going to fucking spend a lot of money and make a lot of money. It's so great." No,
Yeah, honest dude.
Yeah, you gotta love the honest feedback.
Yeah.
Yeah. The only thing I talked to Bob about was the Dune popcorn bucket. So I don't know. I'm not, really there. I don't know if you guys saw that, but it's got like all the bristles on the inside and looks really pornographic. Anyways, that's the only thing I talked to Bob about recently.
Sky high. Yeah, nobody is safe. I would say nobody is safe. Everyone's going to be targeted equally. We'll do our best to make sure we go down the line and make a video about everybody for everybody.
That's what you need to
do. Be fair.
Brian gives you nothing but content.
yeah, he does.
All right, sorry.
He just paints the target on himself.
Yeah, I'm an outsider looking in.
I mean,
but
jokes write themselves,
Hey, Ashley.
That one there, I could make reels for days on Brian alone. So he's really lucky I'm not in because I'd already have about 50 reels between now just to post about him. So I think he's funny. He makes me laugh. But yeah, he definitely paints like was said, he paints a target on his back, and he might as well be wearing fluorescent orange.
He's a character.
Those reels that were coming out like early on, maybe like a few weeks ago, dude.
Oh man,
I was rolling. Like, oh god, I was like, this competition's gonna be nuts.
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy. Tito and Lenny. Oh my god.
I feel like
you guys only do ball pythons? Is that it?
What's that?
Do you guys only do ball pythons? Is that
for now? We expand a bit. We do a little bit with like African fat-tailed geckos, but until we have our new area set up,
it's gonna be much
just
bigger.
gonna stick with ball pythons until then. Then we have a couple ideas on what we want to expand to.
you guys said that you had a facility being built, right?
It's our 2-car, 500 square foot garage that we've already dumped a bunch of money into, and we actually just had the utility sink dropped off too, so that's getting installed this weekend. So it's just starting from the ground up.
The drywall.
So that hand me down from Adam at Proper Royals too, because that sink's being passed around. Like, did you guys get that one?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
Still in the box. I got to put it together before they come install it.
Okay, well, at least you're getting that one installed professionally, because I think if we did another reel of you installing it, you would have a whole bunch of people showing up at your house to help because we couldn't take it anymore.
No, we know our strengths and weaknesses. That's not one.
I don't think any hard labor is any of them.
No plumbing and no drywall, obviously.
I'll never do drywall again.
After the drywall, we really didn't go back out there for like weeks. We were like, I don't want to look at this ever again.
And then I older too from sanding. I woke up the next morning, couldn't move my arm. I was like out of work for like 4 days.
Got defeated.
It was bad. I was like, I need a break. I'm mentally, physically, I'm done.
Sanding's a bitch.
It is.
People don't realize that. So I went to school for auto body repair, and the whole like first, I don't know, year was learning how to sand Bondo and spread Bondo. And then I would come home and I would be just exhausted from sanding Bondo and spreading more Bondo and sanding more. And I'd have that shit caked in my nose, but I was so sore. Sanding sucks. I'm sorry.
Thin coats.
We're still sanding.
Coats. What's your plan if you end up being the winners of the 15 Minutes of Lame? How are you going to promote and make it bigger for the following year? Like, how are you going to make it? So 15 Minutes is growing every year exponentially. Leviathan Snakes, did their big, huge promo video. Paul, well, he just, is here. What are you going to do? What are you going to do to like pass that torch, make it bigger and better than what it is right now?
We'll just have to stay on top of the reels, and we'll just have to, get more creative and get more excitement towards it, bring more awareness to it,
bring more positivity into the community. You know what I mean? Make everything like everyone get along and stuff. Like, I don't know. I just think it's a really great way to bring people together. You know what I mean? And I feel like if we were to win, as long as we stay on top of that, keeping people together, keeping everything positive, I think that's just the most important thing.
Yeah, it's just fun. And I think,
better.
Sometimes, people will get a little annoyed about reels or something, but I'm like, well, we're just kind of waiting on the snakes to do their thing. So we're filling time here, making relatable content, because there's a lot of person out there that hasn't had to sit and wait and look at eggs every day. And what are you doing in the meantime? You're just watching them,
I think
so Python Prince is my stripper friend. And I love him. He does the helicopter too. Power couple. How much of a difference does it make having your partner, your spouse in the I'm not sure if I said something funny or if he's finding something else. Anyways, how important do you think it is having your spouse in the
I know, I saw that too. We haven't really had much time to really. That sounds bad. I think any answer is really bad.
No, I mean honestly, the truth is, like, if it happens, then we'll figure it out. We're better on the fly,
We're gonna do everything we can to make it better for next year if we were to win. Absolutely.
I think
What do
in
you guys-
December,
Go ahead,
everybody. I'm sorry. I think in December, when you were talking about if everyone gets sick of reels, I think everybody looks forward to it in December, and even though people are bombarding with reels, I think a lot of people are looking forward to it.
We everybody loves the reels. It's usually the people that are doing the reels that get tired of the reels, because you're so tired of making up fresh content on the daily or every 2 days. It's just too much.
Yeah, I think we need to start like filming like 3 on like a weekend and just like spacing them out.
Yeah,
with our photos.
definitely that's the way to go.
Yeah.
Yeah, we went hard for a while, and it was just constant. I'd walk in the door, she'd be like, I have a real idea. I'm like, I haven't even sat down yet.
And I just get so excited. I'm like, I just want to post it. But
that's one thing. We'll make one and be like, we'll wait. And then she's like, I want to post it now. I'm like, okay, then post it now.
That's one thing I think like some of the contestants last year did. You know, they say quality over quantity, and sometimes that's true. But there were some people that made really good quality. They just didn't do enough of it.
Yeah.
And they were left in the wayside. So I don't think every day is necessary, but at least twice a week. I mean, you've got to post something out there to keep your name in it, you know, and keep people talking about you. And of course, tagging the judges and tagging other contestants or people that you collab with really help push that reel. But you've got to push it, and especially this year. It looks like the competition is going to be stiff. So,
oh yeah, we're gonna start filming them in probably like November. Get ahead of it, stuff like that. Yeah.
I heard Crystal, the Gecko Diva. I heard she is just stockpiling stuff, and she's got some ammo, and she's ready to throw haymakers.
I saw that. Yeah, she's gonna be coming in hot.
Yeah, she's gonna be coming in hot.
No, right now she's saying, because it sounds like you guys have already bought Courtney's vote. She says she may go after Steven's point system.
I think everybody was saying that about Troy too, right? So
yeah, you know what? Nobody knows who's going to win until the day of.
Absolutely.
Actually, that's a lie. The judges know who's winning about 3 days before, but we don't know until who's winning until the day of. So Chris Eaton gets a lot of hate mail and a lot of shit out of this whole thing and about this whole competition. I think it's amazing. What are your true independent thoughts on the whole competition and what it's all about? And, you know, Chris is amazing. He talks like we do on the chat. It's very open, honest, unfiltered, unadulterated. What are your thoughts on Chris?
I love him for that, honestly. I love the fact he keeps it real. You know, he says exactly what he thinks, and he doesn't give a shit what anyone says. I love that.
I don't know how anyone could dislike the competition, because I feel like it's literally just positivity and like getting to know each other better. I feel like it's like a team bonding exercise, except we're also competing against each other.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyone could hate it.
Yeah, you need to put some punches.
That's awesome. No, like the competition, you know, there's a bunch of haters out there that don't like it, and they say, you know, it's fixed, it's you know, it's all planned out, and Chris has gotten a lot of shit for it, but the competition is just that. It's a team building exercise. It's about all these wonderful different people from all over the place just coming out, having fun, and showing what they're willing to do and what they've done and how they're building their snake empire.
And just helping each other like grow too. Like motivating each other. I feel like it's important because at the end of the day, that's really what it's just helping each other get motivated and be better at this, you know?
Hey, haters gonna hate y'all.
Yeah.
And if there is some kind of secret plan, no one's let us in on it. So I guess there's not that big of a scheme going on. Fixed. We have no idea.
There's no
plan
scheme
for NFL Super Bowl, and what came up next was Snakes and the Fat Man, and on the DL there's going to be a 3-way tie this year.
So what you're saying is everybody's got to win Paul's vote.
Yeah, Paul's gonna be the final decision.
I don't know how you do a 3-way tie.
Yeah.
I'll be interested in see how the math of that works. But I'm also interested in seeing who can buy Paul's vote.
Look, I didn't say that I came up with that. I said it was on the internet. So if it's on the internet, it's got to be true.
It got to be true.
It's got to be true.
It's gotta be. Saw it on Facebook. It's gotta be true.
Also, Gerald, wouldn't leave your wife alone with Paul and Chris in Canada while you're at the show.
Stop dragging me into this shit.
I'm just saying, if there's going to be a vote to be determined,
Me, Paul, fucking Christ, fucking dragging me into this fucking bullshit, man.
just tell your wife I was kidding. I'm sorry. I was joking.
I think they're sending me out for pizza in Canada now. So
yeah. We already know where the pizza spots are, but we're sending you to the furthest one there is.
They're sending you to go get poutine.
Yeah.
You know what's funny? They've never met me, and they all like chirp me. And they're gonna meet me for the first time in Canada. Like they just think
on your turf. On your turf.
They think I'm a nice guy, so I think it's kind of funny. I guess I am.
You got the wood chipper ready.
They don't need a wood chipper. They got a hog farm.
I have pigs.
Yeah, I know. I already said that. I already said it.
21 pigs.
We've just got a few minutes left here. Take 5 minutes. Rep
Pimp your
yourself.
shit out.
Pimp your shit out. What do you got? Put them on the big screen.
You're gonna blast.
All right.
Put them on the big screen.
All right.
Yeah, I have no idea. I'm not a public speaker, so if I feel like that's what this is, I'm like gonna just defer to her.
No, so like this is your opportunity to say if people want to find you, where you're going to be at, shows you're going to be at, your Instagram handles, anybody who comes across this, if they wanted to find you, interact with you, what's the best way to do it?
I say the best way to find us is on Instagram. Inked Lady Morphs with those little underscores that I know Chris loves so much.
Loves them. Yeah. Okay, shows we're gonna be at. We'll be at Bob's show next month.
Helping Courtney out.
We'll be probably. I know this is more of a local show, but there's a show in Grovetown. I believe is it technically Georgia?
November. Yeah, November.
It's in November, so that'll be our first official show. But they're all near, Georgia, so I know everyone's all over the place. So we'll be at those two. We'll be very active on Instagram so that we don't get shamed for taking a hiatus.
Oh my God, this was an epic fail. There's got to be more.
We are not good being put on the spot. I'm going to be honest with you.
We're so
not good
humble,
at it.
we don't.
Do you guys use Facebook a lot, or do you?
What my stage?
Are you just an Instagram only?
I really want to get him.
I don't know.
See what I'm doing?
Uh-oh.
Okay, there we go. Hold on. I'll put them back.
Oh my God, this was such an epic fail.
I had to take them off because they were very borderline uncomfortable. They're good on camera, but they weren't good on the camera. So
Points.
you guys are super humble. You guys did an amazing job. Your reels, when you do them, are fantastic, and when you do them, are fantastic. Your ideas, wherever you're finding them, they're obviously serving you well because you've been around. I think less than I'm Canadian. I don't count. You've been around less than others, but you've definitely got a following, and that's amazing.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Sorry that we're not that great with being put on the spot. I wish we were.
You guys just definitely did what do I do with my hands? Say, Ricky Bobby the shit out of that.
Someone asks you, tell me about yourself, and you just freeze, you automatically don't know anything about yourself. That's
introduce yourself to the class. I'm like, what's my name again?
Purple.
If you want to follow us, Instagram's the best way to get a hold of us. We're going to be back on it with more reels now that our families are finally out of the house. And
but you guys have Facebook as well. You have a Facebook if anybody wants to go there.
We just a year at a time on there. It's fun.
Email? Do you guys have an email that you get, like a business email that you guys use to Take
Yes.
emails, Morph Market account. Like, what are we talking about?
Market. Our email is inkedladymorphs@gmail.com. Very original.
Awesome.
Market, same name.
Underscore.
No,
Yeah.
You have some animals posted right now. If anyone's looking for some hypo stuff,
Some blackhead hypo stuff.
You know what? Everything you've done is perfect. You've kept it simple, stupid. So whenever you're creating a business, you don't want to have a whole lot of oddities and changes. Other than your Instagram has those underscores, which Chris really enjoys.
Oh yeah.
But that's the only place you have those, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Everything else is inkedladymorphs.com, Ink Lady Morphs, all that fun stuff.
Yeah, just consistent across the board, pretty much.
Except for Instagram, your biggest one with following. Gotcha.
My email is
This year's probably a big year for us breeding wise, so we're really stoked about that. I feel like if I had to say something really good that we're doing this year, a lot of double head sunset clown stuff. We just had some really cool head sunset stuff. We've had a lot of really good pairings with our Nyala, like head clown being put to a few clowns. So I feel like a lot of good pairings this year. It shows a lot of growth, and really excited.
And we picked up some paint, so next year we can start making some paint heads.
Paints are awesome.
Yeah.
Now I know why you're friends with Stephen and Courtney, because you said two things: Sunset and Nyala, and I know what they work with.
Well, we did get a sunset from them, and a head sunset, and the Nyala came from them. But they just have really nice animals, and they're local, easy to go. Just
I see what's happening here. I see the writings on it.
There's going to be another posse.
And they're from Jersey, so they're double deckers.
They're going after all Paul's clients.
They are. They're going after Paul's going to hook them up. He's throwing some freaking 50s under the table. Like, hey, my family. These are my people. Take care of them.
There's Godfather. Love it. No, the Nyala stuff, I watched their video on YouTube about Nyala. I was just scrolling through YouTube and stuff looking for genes that most people don't really work with. And that one just really stuck out, the one that they posted with the Nyala Furrow Clown. I was like, I need that.
We got a furrow clown too, but that's not from them.
Yeah, Nyala's not it's not widespread here in the States. That's a European gene. It just got introduced here maybe 5-6 years ago.
Yeah,
something like that.
Yeah. Nyala's pretty cool. We're
hoping to see some cool stuff.
We have a chance to hit some really cool Nyala Batman combos. So just raised up that male and put him to some really good females, and hopefully the odds are with us.
Hopefully.
So for everybody in the chat, for anybody who ends up watching this, check them out. Watch them. They're growing. They're going to be big. If they keep this up, they're going to be chasing Leviathan. Leviathan might have some competition. But you guys are fantastic. I want to thank you so much for coming on and making us laugh. Like that's really what our show is about. If anybody's on this actually looking for something that's gonna make them better, yeah, wrong show. But what this is about is having a good time, talking to some wonderful people, and seeing what their plans are and what they're doing. And you guys are doing it great and having a lot of fun with it. You guys aren't wonderful behind a camera, nor am I, though. So I'm not criticizing by any means. But that's what this is all about, is getting your opportunity to get out there and get better at it, so that one day we can be as good as Chris Eaton behind a camera. He picks on me all the time, and I am a sucker for punishment because I do it every week.
We're getting better at it. This is the first year we've really been on lives, and I feel like we've gotten a lot better than the first one. So it's all about just growth, and
we're good with
we're comfortable with it.
We're good with planned, scripted.
I told you, straight up, I don't give scripts. Here you go, and I will try to not.
Yeah, this was awesome.
This was awesome and a lot of fun. It's just when we're put on the spot, we're like, we don't know what to say. We just blank out. Everything gets blank. But
I'm known for throwing a wrench.
You guys did amazing.
That's what I do.
And thank you very much. And next time we have you on, I might ask you to bring the blower on just so we can see how that looks on live.
We can make that happen.
Just
It'll
blow
be
it right in her face.
Just blow it right. Anyways, on that note, I'm going to send you to the back room. Actually, I'm not doing shit. Shauna's doing that. Thank you so much for coming on. You guys are amazing. And we're looking forward to the content you guys produce and put out in November through December.
Thank you
Thank
so
you very
much
much.
for having us on.
Yeah, this was awesome.
Don't let us down.
We
We'll
won't.
try.
Shit better be funny.
Bye.
We won't. Stay tuned.
Shauna, kick him out.
See.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, Snakes in the Batman proudly brings to you its new breeder segment, 15 Minutes of Lame!
So I did a terrible job this time. I'm not going to lie. I didn't.
You're just gonna keep saying it. I get it.
You know what? I'm taking this one on the chin. They did amazing, and they knocked it out.
Yeah, they did. But you keep saying that you did a shitty job.
Well, no, but hold on. I got to do a post-it note.
Oh Christ Almighty!
Do you see my point? Like. Anyways.
Oh, what do we got for facts here? What's that fact?
Can you bring up the lamest fact that we don't have?
We don't have a thing.
That's my point.
This was our cue. In this, post that beautiful bean footage.
No, but it's been a great. It was a great episode. They're funny. I'm looking forward to the content they're going to put out. I think this year's content is going to put our content to shame because I think every year it's just getting exponentially better. Now this year, I think people are really taking it seriously and starting early, and I think we might have borderline movies for reels.
I'm down with it. I'm interested. I'm waiting on it.
I think we might get more
football season.
More leaf blower scenes.
Yeah.
They really left themselves open, and I was trying my hardest to behave myself.
You did a great job. I'm actually impressed.
Yeah,
like,
you did. You did.
That's not like you.
You kept your mouth shut.
That's why I was doing this.
This is what we call growth.
It is.
Congratulations.
Here.
I've been staring at that tattoo, and it looks like it's a sunburn that's on your arm. That's what it looks like.
That?
Yeah. I'm looking at it, and I'm like, fuck, man, he got burnt.
No, they were good people, man. It was good to have them on. It was a good chat, and hey, we're back on schedule again next week.
We got Shane. We got Shane on next week. It's going to be fun. He's the reigning champion for season 1, episode, whatever. So everybody's got to check that out. He's going to tell you how he did it, what he suggests, and he'll also tell the contestants what he's going to be looking for.
That's right.
In his vote. So that's an important one for all the current contestants to
if y'all ain't watching, better watch.
Better start watching.
So we'll probably have him on, and then before we get out, we'll probably have season 2. We'll probably be able to get Antoine on, I think, before we go to the voting. So we might get 2 of the judges on, see what their thoughts are, what they're looking for, and go from there.
Well, since you screwed the pooch and didn't get us a lamest fact for the day, you're just taking one more on the chin. What's the fat man got going on tonight?
Fat man's got the we still don't, we call it the hot chick episode. He's got the hot chick episode, doesn't he? You're gonna make me go check my phone.
I am.
Fat man's got stuff going on all the time, and staying up to date with the fat man. That's why he's got a network. Because he's got so much crap going on all the time. He's got the hot chick episode, the lives episode. He's got the my one white friend, my one black friend. Did I say it backwards?
Yeah.
Black friend, white friend. Yeah,
Mhm.
he's got that going on.
It's
He's got this.
on in 50 minutes, buddy. And he will be having, I believe, is it Hardwire? It's Cassie.
Yeah, but it's a hot chick episode, right? I was right on that. Yeah, 9 o'clock. 9 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Tune in. Don't miss it. Fat Man's funny, and guaranteed at some point he makes fun of us because that's what he does.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Everyone have a good night.
All right,
Thank you very
guys.
much, everybody. Shauna, send us out because I suck.